we are talking about the DRT Tiny Klash. It's got a lot of hype around it. America, Japan, Australia, Europe, and now it has reached some stores in South Africa. You guys clicked on this video specifically to see this DRT Tiny Klash. This is the baby bass color. And what I really like about this bait is that it's so modular. This tail you can actually remove and flip around. This bill in the front here, you can actually take this bill out and make it a glide bait. There's a lot of ways that you can actually fish this, but let's not talk so much, let's get right to fishing. Okay, first time fishing this bait, so let's see how it fishes. Heavy, so you can crank it. Hopefully I don't get it stuck. Let's see how it swims when you crank it. I'd like it to be a bit in cleaner water, but my goodness, it swims well. Hey, see if we can get bit on this. This big bait series, I have this funny feeling that it's gonna be a while until I catch one or two. Gotta give it like small impacts of the... I'll have to get used to this thing. It swims so nicely. It swims amazing. It is so cool. So I can take out the bill and I can take out the lip and make it a swim bait, but today I'm gonna focus on that dead walk. It's very subtle. Basically trying to keep that bait in the same area for a very long time. Like, I can literally keep this bait in the same area for a very long time. So I think that's going to be my focus, is to try and work on this deadly technique. And it's actually really easy to walk. It's very easy to be fished. Like, this is not difficult at all. Like, glide baits are a little bit more tricky. I think the gliding of this will be a little bit more difficult. So a lot of followers, obviously just not fishing it in the right locations. But today is about trying to just learn what the bait does and see how it fishes. I think it actually sinks too, I think it floats too quickly. Ooh, it wants it. It's gonna take it. We'll grab it now, and then it'll be my first Tiny Klash fish. I'm not saying that the Tiny Klash is the one to get, but I think them being on beds, anything can work, but this is just a different presentation for them. Let's see if I can't get this one to bite. I actually got one on the Tiny Klash. On the Tiny Klash. It's nothing big, but I actually got a fish. Yes! Wow, you have really hooked yourself up, hey? It's a big bait, my guy. Now, so on the Tiny Klash, sorry fish, I know that was a bit of a beating for you. Hell yeah. Come on, Bassy. I think the males are guarding the beds at the moment. I don't know if the fish are on their beds or if the females have done their business. If they've done their thing, but nice. Not how to get a crankbait stuck in your fingers, eh? My first impression of the DRT Tiny Klash, it is very cool. I really like it. I can say that the hooks are very sharp stock right out the package. I do know that they come with owner hooks, so the owner hooks are fantastic. But yeah, let's continue, and I'm really having a blast at the moment fishing this TK. I think it's cool. I think it's great. So yeah, let's continue. That one, like, nipped at it. Weird fish. Oh yeah, another one. Oh, Tiny Klash, little guy. Tiny little fish on the big bait. Got you in the bottom lip. There you go. Yeah, he's ready. Nice, on the Tiny Klash again. That's so sick. I'd like to get a bigger one, but yeah, these fish are doing their thing, eh? You can still put little weights on the bottom and that type of stuff to get it to slow sink, because the rise is actually quite a lot. I'll be very honest, I would really like it to suspend, but it really gives me that opportunity to actually fish it quite shallow as well, because once it hits the water, you can actually once it's hit the water, you can already start twitching it, and it doesn't actually go further down than 1 foot, which is really lekker in the shallow water. And then obviously if you want to fish like your deeper structures, you might have to just let it sink with those weights that you can put on them. Do you see? So this piece of structure here, you would actually like it to be just a tad deeper, but that's okay. If a fish really wants this, it'll come out for it. Like, glide baits are difficult to fish because you need that exact timing and everything, but this is relatively easy. It's kind of like walking a topwater spook. And then obviously you got to have the right rod, which is, I think, also important. I think my rod might be a bit too heavy for this, a bit too small, but the action is right, so it's a moderate for those treble hooks. But if a fish does decide to eat it, that you don't pull all the hooks out of its face immediately. See, there's a lot of beds that are empty, where there's just not a single fish on them anymore. I think maybe some of them have finished. So my first impressions on the DRT Tiny Klash, I think that bait is absolutely amazing. Not because it is such a trend overseas, I've literally fished it now and I can see why it is so good. That dead walk, it kind of does that. It's kind of an underwater jerkbait, but it's very much more subtle. And the one nice thing I really like about the dead walk is that you can literally walk it in the same space for a couple of seconds, and I have this feeling that the dead walk is going to do extremely well in winter. I'm going to cast it out there and you can literally walk it in that same area. Cranking it, it's got a very interesting wobble. It's what I've heard on the internet, it's not a big wobble, it's a very tight shimmy wobble, and it kind of hunts, and the bait it kind of rolls on its side, which it's meant to do. I can see that also being an effective technique in winter as well. Now, I didn't try the glide at all. I didn't really feel like gliding it. I think the Tiny Klash, it really shines doing the dead walk. I've done so much research on the DRT products, and a lot of people, they fish that Tiny Klash like that standard lip that I've got with that whale tail. The other nice thing, I didn't even mention this in the beginning, you can get so many accessories for this bait. You can get a V-tail, you can get that whale tail that I've got, then there's another tail that's also a whale tail, it's called the transfer tail, and that actually, the transfer tail actually stabilizes the bait so that you can burn it. Now, from the tail side, there's 3 different tails, right? Now those tails, the whale tail that comes standard, you can flip it upside down, so that's B mode, and you can flip it the other way, that's mode A. And then you get the transfer tail, which you can flip both ways as well. The V tail, you can only fish like that. Then another very cool thing is you can, like I say, you can remove that lip. You get different versions. So this is the standard lip. You get a smaller lip, you get a bigger lip, you get a squared off lip, and there's so many different ways to fish this bait. So would I recommend this bait? Yes, I would. I'm very excited. I caught 2 fish. They weren't giants. Would have liked them to be monster fish, but you know what? You got to start somewhere, and I actually caught 2 fish on a big bait. So hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. Hit that thumbs up. Don't forget to comment, subscribe, and I'll check you guys in another episode of BWS.